CrossFit Alexandria, finishing out the year 2017, rolling into our new year 2018. Wanted to touch base with y'all on setting some goals, some fitness goals, some nutritional goals for the new year. Wanted to give y'all a little insight on how to achieve those goals for the next year. Everybody always wants to start off the new year on the right foot. So what I'm going to do is try to help y'all out in the best way that I can so that you can achieve those fitness goals. So let's start off with, what are your goals? You need to dig down deep inside and think to yourself, what are my goals? Do I want to lose 5 pounds? Do I want to run a marathon? Do I want to lift heavier weight? Do I just want to look good? Do I want to feel better? Or do I just want to be generally fit? So you need to dig down deep. I would say put your headphones in, put some music in you like, just go sit by yourself, grab yourself a pen and pad, and really think about, as yourself, physically, how you want to be, 3 months, 6 months, a year from now. If you start now, you're more likely to have a better mindset if you write it down, and that way you know what you're looking for. Now, don't set goals that are way too far out of reach. Don't set a goal that's never going to necessarily never going to happen. You don't want to say, you're 40 years old and like, oh, I want to go to the Olympics. It's most likely out of your reach, but we want y'all to find a goal that is within reason, and lots of goals are within reason. And all it takes is hard work and setting out a plan. As coaches, that's what we're here for. So for the whole, for next week, all of my free time outside of coaching is going to go towards meeting up with anybody from the gym who wants to meet with me and set some goals. And so that way I can write out a full plan for you on how to get to those goals. Goal setting is huge. Finding out what you really want is going to give you that mindset to get you down the road. So think about those goals. So now you've written out your goals. You know what your goal is for the new year, right? So what's our next step? So your next step is to think, okay, is this goal my priority? Okay, everybody has a busy schedule. Everybody has a full-time job. Everybody has kids. Finding out if it is an actual priority is your next step. Making it a priority is where you can find that it is what you want or it isn't. So if your priority is, drinking a glass of wine or 2 bottles of wine every night, then by all means. But your fitness priority may not be in line with that. So you have to really think to yourself, am I willing to sacrifice some things to reach these goals? Just imagine if you set a goal and that goal is to, lose 3 pounds a month. And you did that for 3 months, that's 9 pounds. It's a process. You have to give yourself time. It's not going to happen overnight, but definitely making that goal a priority is a huge step. So you've written out your goals. You've made it a priority. You've thought to yourself. You've given yourself time. A lot of people say, oh, well, I don't have time for this, and that. Everybody does have some time. Everybody needs time for themselves. That's what's great about the gym here. The experience here, it's that 1 hour a day that you get to have for yourself. You're bettering yourself by bettering yourself, you're bettering your family and your entire life. If you feel good, your whole life is going to be much better. So making those goals a priority. If that means waking up an extra hour early and coming to the gym at 5:15, by all means. A lot goes on in the day, and I found there's a lot more consistent people who come in the morning because throughout the day, things come up, work happens, family happens, more things are likely to go wrong in the afternoon, and the gym would be something that you would be able to give up so you can take care of those things. So we do have a great classes early mornings, and some of the most consistent people we have come in the mornings because that's that time where hardly anybody's awake, and you're awake before everybody else, and you're getting things done before most of the rest of the world is even up and running. So it's a great way to start off your day. So that's a great suggestion, is start off just a little bit earlier. Just make it a priority. Just like brushing your teeth, just like showering every day, eating every day, going to work, make it a priority. Your fitness is huge. Making it a priority today, you're going to pay the man today or you're going to pay the man tomorrow. So just make it a priority, find the time. You can find the time. So and honestly, showing up is the first step. A lot of people, they find ways to talk themselves out of it. Just show up. Showing up is step one. All you have to do is just show up, and you're going to go through the motions. We're going to help you out. We have the program for you. You just have to show up. That's easily step one. Before a goal, before your priorities, just show up. Making it an effort just to show up, that's huge. So finding a buddy along your journey is a great way to keep you accountable. I've found myself, and I know many people say that if it wasn't for one of their workout buddies, that they wouldn't be where they are, because having that buddy along the journey with you helps you prioritize and has somebody there accountable for you, saying, hey man, you ready to go to the gym at this time? What time do you want to work out? So along the journey, please, it's a great idea to find somebody who's, around your level, somewhat of the same goals. And that way y'all can hold each other accountable and y'all can walk along the journey together beside your coach. So definitely find yourself a good training partner. Rich Froning, he says all the time, you can have the best coach in the world, and the best program in the world, but if you don't have a training partner, a training partner to push you, you're never going to go anywhere. So definitely find somebody to help you out. And then let's talk about plateauing. So we have a lot of members who have been here years, and I've heard multiple times like, I just don't feel like I'm going anywhere. Well, it's time to change something. When you first come into the gym and you're hitting all these PRs, your progression, you're losing weight, you're looking great, that's because your body wasn't doing anything before. And all of a sudden, you're in this transitional period. So usually, right when people start CrossFit, about 3 to 6 months in, they start seeing all these huge changes. And then, about a year down the road, they start to plateau, and they wonder, well, have I hit my peak? Am I at the point where I'm not going to go any further? Well, no, that's not the case. That just means you're going to need to start, pushing yourself a little bit more. The thing about CrossFit is that it's not something that is a straight line. We're always looking to change it up, right? Functional movement across broad time, modal domain, you want to just change it up. Routine is the enemy. That's why people in Globo gyms, they do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, and they find a plateau as well. That's why we the workouts we do here are so we change them up all the time. The lifts are different all the time. That way your body's never getting used to it. So it's all about that muscle confusion, and we're just trying to get your body always trying out new things. So on the plateaus section, you just need to think to yourself, like, have I been here long enough? Do I feel like I haven't been going anywhere in a long time? Have I not hit a PR in a while? Well, why is that? Think about it. I mean, we have people who have been coming here for 6 years and they still get PRs. And that's most of the time just because they're showing up and they're just doing the program. The program's proven. Every time we have those testing weeks, if you look on the board, it's nothing but little red stars all over the place. And that's most of those people, they're not doing anything special. They're just showing up. I mean, showing up, going through the motions, pushing themselves, doing their percentages, and giving every workout an intensity, always. Yo, Bill, can you turn it down, please? And so back to dieting and eating healthy. So finding out that a plateau can be because of your diet. Dieting is just so basic. People, I think, like to think they get out of this big idea that, oh, I have to eat this way or I have to eat that way. It's very simple. You just stay away from bad food. You stay away from carbonated drinks. I mean, it's so basic. Think about if you didn't eat sugar at all for 3 months, right? And think about how you would feel. You'd feel awesome, right? It's so basic. Don't eat processed foods. Don't eat fast foods. It's so basic, and people are always wondering, well, oh, I feel like I eat healthy. And most of the time when I look at, they bring me a few days of what they've been eating, and I'll tell you right off the bat, a lot of times people have this mindset that they are eating healthy, and a lot of the times they're eating things that they just don't know about. I mean, I won't say that paleo is the best diet on the planet, but it is just a great baseline. It's a great place to be, a great place to start, and it's a great place to have an idea of what works for you and what doesn't. So if you feel like you have been plateauing, it's definitely a great place to start with your diet. Hit paleo. If you've never done paleo, I guarantee you, if you do paleo for 3 months, you're going to find a huge transition. You're going to see changes. You're going to feel different. You're going to be able to establish what is healthy food and what isn't healthy food. So just stick to the basics and don't beat yourself up too much about it, but just try to find a happy medium. Definitely just trying to eat to what your body's sustainable. So a lot of people come to me and they say, well, I want to change up my diet. I said, well, bring me 3 or 4 days of what you've been eating. And 9 times out of 10, most people aren't eating enough. And they say, well, I haven't lost weight in a long time. I eat healthy. But that could be because you're not eating enough. If you're not bringing in enough calories, like your caloric intake, then and let's say your body is burning X amount of calories, you're not going to be able to sustain, so you're always going to be at a caloric deficit. So by eating enough, you're always going to be able to fuel your body, because that's what your body needs. Your body doesn't need to be retaining fat. It needs to be burning that stuff. So that's why you have to fuel your body. So what I'm going to tell y'all is get yourself a pen and pad, write down your goals, make it a priority, find yourself a workout buddy, start tapping into your diet, come meet with me, message me on the side right now, and I'll contact you and we will sit down one-on-one and we can come together with a plan, and we will plan out what your goals are. Whatever those goals are, gymnastics goals, lifting goals, marathon goals, all of that stuff, you just write it down as step 1. Then make it a priority, come find a coach, talk to them about what your goal is. Everything starts with step 1. You ever heard of Couch to 5K? Well, they don't tell you to go just run a 5K day 1. They just tell you to go walk around the block. Just take a step, start moving, right? Then what do you do? You walk around 2 blocks, and then you try to jog a little, and then you walk a little, and then you jog a little, and walk a little, and before you know it, you're jogging a mile. And then after that, it's 2 miles, and then all of a sudden you're at a 5K. So everything takes steps. Okay, the best athletes in the world, it didn't happen overnight. It's hard work, and it's not easy. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it happens overnight. With myself in particular, when I first started CrossFit, I could hardly back squat 185 pounds, and that was my max. And when I first started, I was amazed at where I was, because I was like, well, I was a college track athlete. I was like, man, I should be fitter than this. But everybody just takes time, hard work, and persistence. So setting a goal, writing it down, being persistent, talking to a coach, because that's what we're here for. Y'all are paying us to help you along your journey. Don't just come to the classes. Ask us questions. Meet with us. Everything we can do to help you, that's what we're here for. We want to make you better, the best possible version of yourself. So set those goals, meet up with a coach, start tapping into your diet, and get yourself a workout partner. So this has been Coach Fuse. Do not hesitate to ask questions. I'm here for you. Do all the programming for you. Let's say maybe you want something different in your program. Just let me know. We'll find something that works for you. We are here for y'all. All right?